Verse 12. So he said, I will certainly be with you, and this shall be a sign to you that I have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall serve God on this mountain. God gives him a promise. He says, hey, check this out, Moses. Here's how you know that I'm with you. Here's how you know that I am. That this sign I'm going to give to you, when you have brought the people out of Egypt, when the children of Israel, when the Jewish nation comes out, here's the sign that you know I'm with you. That you will come and serve me and worship me on this mountain. All right, so what does that mean? You're like, okay, what does that mean? Big deal. He gave them a sign. Okay, so where are they? Where are they right now? So we're going to have to go back to verse 1, all right? The first verse we read, it says, Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back of the desert and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Mount Horeb is where he's at right now, or as we like to call it today, Mount Sinai, where God gave Moses the 10 Commandments and proved, I am with you at all points of time. I told you from this mountain, from the burning bush, that I would bring you back to this mountain to worship me. And that's exactly what happens when the children of Israel are led out of Egypt through the Red Sea and to Mount Sinai, where God meets them again. God brings you back to complete what he started. That's the great story that God is writing in your life today. God starts you someplace, and then he brings you full circle back to that relationship with him again. I love it when God reveals exactly what he's going to do in your life through somebody else's life in the Bible. I've said this several times. When we came here, Beverly and I, we really wanted to focus on children and youth. Because there wasn't any here. And we saw some progress. And we saw a lot of growth, and we saw a lot of kids' lives change. But then we've come to this place where we've been separated for 3 months, and we're coming back, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to have children's services until probably August. And I often ask God, why? This is what you brought us here for. And he keeps reminding me, no, I didn't bring you here to save just one group of people. It's time for you to focus on somebody different. And if you look at this church, and if you started talking with the people around you today, as I look out at most of you today, not all of you, most of you, you're what I would call travelers. People who had a relationship with God, maybe when you were a kid, maybe when you were a teenager, as an adult, but for some reason, you stepped away. You walked away from that relationship. You just wanted to do your own thing. You were out wandering in the desert for 40 years. But then God called you back into a relationship with him. And I look at this audience today, I look at you today, and I see a lot of people who were away from God for a long time. And here you are today. This is your story. The story of Moses. And this is your story. Because God called you into a relationship with him a long time ago. For some reason, outskirts of home. Wandered. But then you saw the burning bush. And something called you back to this place, to this house of worship, to this church, and to this time in your life when God has brought you full circle. And God says, this is how you know that I am. Because that relationship where you started, I'm going to bring you back. Right there, to this place, to this relationship.